Have you ever been scrolling online, bought something, and then a few days later thought to yourself, why did I do that? Well, what if I told you it probably wasn't an accident? What if it was a perfectly designed journey? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and deconstruct the marketing blueprint for an online men's health supplement. We're going to see all the psychological triggers that are designed to guide you from just being a visitor to becoming a customer. It all starts right here, with a line that's meant to just stop you in your tracks. This is what marketers call the hook. See, before you even know what the product is, the page hits you with a problem that's urgent and, emotionally charged. It's really only designed to do one thing, make you feel seen. By zeroing in on a really specific and personal issue, it instantly filters its audience and creates this powerful feeling of, oh, okay, this is for me.
So, once they've got you hooked, the story starts to unfold. But we're not talking about the hero of the story just yet. Nope. First, you've got to have a villain. And this sales page does a masterful job of defining a problem and, more importantly, a common enemy. Something that you, the potential customer, are probably already a little frustrated with.
And here's where it gets really clever. The enemy isn't just low energy or something vague like that. The enemy becomes every other supplement. All the pills and powders you've probably already tried and been disappointed by. It even kind of turns your own body, your stomach acid, into part of the problem. This is classic psychology. By making all those other products the outgroup that doesn't work, this new solution gets positioned as the smarter, better choice for your in-group.
Okay, so the villain has been established. Now it's time to bring in the hero. And the page positions its product as not just another option, but as the modern, technologically superior answer to the very problem it just so cleverly defined for you.
This side-by-side comparison, it's incredibly effective. It immediately frames pills as the old way, inefficient, a hassle, something that gets lost in digestion. But the new way, the patch, is shown as direct, steady, and just easy. Your brain processes this in like a split second. The patch wins the argument before you even have a chance to read all the details. It's a visual knockout. So, we've got our problem, and we've got our unique solution. But that's not enough to actually get someone to buy. Now, the page has to build a really compelling case brick by brick. And it does this by breaking down its argument into a bunch of benefit-driven points, each one designed to hit on a potential desire the customer might have. And just look at how these 5 reasons all work together. Number 1 just reinforces that unique delivery method through the skin. Then 2, 3, and 4, they dive right into the core promises, boosting energy, supporting blood flow, reinforcing stamina. And then number 5 circles all the way back to the ultimate convenience, set it and forget it. It's this comprehensive pitch that's designed to cover all the bases, efficacy, lifestyle, ease of use. It really makes you feel like this one product solves all of your problems at once. All right, so at this point, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds pretty great, but does it actually work? And the page knows you're thinking that. It anticipates your skepticism. So after making all these big claims, the next and absolutely crucial step is to build credibility and make you feel safe enough to actually pull out your wallet.
So they start with what's known as social proof. This testimonial from Ryan L. is a perfect example. It doesn't just say this product is good. It tells a little story, it feels relatable, it uses casual language, and it paints this really vivid picture of the result you want. A personal story like this often feels way more real and convincing than just a list of ingredients ever could.
Now, this is not your typical money-back guarantee. It's this super specific 4-step, almost scientific process that involves getting blood tests. By asking you to go get a baseline test, use the product for 3 months, and then test again, it makes you feel like there's basically no risk at all. It's meant to imply that the company is so confident in its product, they're willing to be held to an almost clinical standard.
And to really beef up that scientific feel, the page lists references to actual studies. But here's the thing, if you look closely, these studies are mostly about delivering other vitamins, like vitamin D, through the skin. So the key point here, the marketing purpose, isn't necessarily to prove that this specific formula works. It's to lend scientific credibility to the delivery method, the patch itself. It just creates this aura of scientific validation.
And now we've arrived at the grand finale. All the hooks, all the promises, all the trust building, it's all led to this single moment, the offer. So let's break down exactly how the pricing is structured to make you feel like you're getting a deal that is just too good to refuse.
What you're looking at here is a classic marketing technique called price anchoring. See, the first option you see is that trial pack for almost $50. That number is now anchored in your mind as the default price. So, by comparison, when you look over at the bestseller option for just over $31 per pack, it instantly looks like a huge bargain. The whole goal is to make the biggest package seem like not just an option, but the most logical, financially smart choice you can make.
And this is how they seal the deal. They don't just give you a discount, they do what's called value stacking. You're getting 50% off, free shipping, a free product bundle, free wellness guides. They tell you it all adds up to $110 in free bonuses. This creates this just overwhelming sense of value and a little bit of FOMO, the fear of missing out. It makes this one specific offer incredibly hard to walk away from.
So, as we've seen, this is so much more than a simple product page. It's a carefully choreographed funnel, a psychological journey. It starts by grabbing your attention with a relatable problem, presents a unique solution, builds a strong case with benefits, knocks down your skepticism with proof and guarantees, and then closes with this value-stacked offer that feels just too good to pass up.
And that's really the big takeaway here. This structure, problem, solution, proof, offer, it's a blueprint, and it is used all over the digital world. So now that you can see the architecture behind the sales pitch, what are you going to start to notice? How is this going to change the way you see the ads and the websites you interact with every single day?